Hey guys, it's your girl, Madam CJ White. Welcome to my channel. It's Ethiopian, the dopest channel around. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but obviously by the title of this video, we are discussing the current state that I'm in, which is the valley, the trenches. We are this video about 50 bazillion times, and I am just sorry. Hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully this is the last cut and I'm not rambling, but just bear with me. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section below or reach out to me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps a lot. But I'm just going to dive right into it. As most of you know from my last video, which is linked in the bio, I am starting law school in just a couple of days, actually. I have to start from the very beginning. I've always wanted to go to law school. I've always wanted to be a judge since I think about elementary school. We fast forward to April of 2022. I did a tour. I had already made a decision that I wanted to attend an HBCU law school. Did a tour here, fell in love with it. During that time, my uncle invited me to stay with him. I wouldn't have to pay rent. I didn't need to do anything. I can use his car and leave all my stuff in Columbus and basically just be a student. Unfortunately, September, I found myself attending his funeral because he had passed away from cancer. And then after that, I had a conversation with his wife, and she stated she still wanted me to stay there. I also checked with her kids. I'm like, do you think, she is just trying to fulfill my uncle's dream? Like, she's grieving. Like, you were the whole wife. Like, I completely understand if you want to rescind that offer. They're like, no, she knows what's best. Like, don't worry. Yada, yada, yada. So I continued the application process with intent of staying with her now through law school. Then January, ironically on my birthday, I get a call saying that his wife passed. So basically my security net is completely shattered, my safety net. Don't get me wrong, I had made some connections in Houston, but my uncle was like my deepest connection. You know what I mean? Like, I now was facing looking for housing, and then rebuilding my community here in Houston. So, and then also have to worry about getting my stuff from Columbus to Houston, all of my stuff. So basically from January until mid-July, I'm like working like crazy, picking up extra hours, picking up all the cases that people don't want that are long distance, whether it was out of county, out of state, given to me. I got them, picking up extra hours, doing the whole nine. So I found a place that checked off all my boxes. I'm here now. And that lease I had start on July 12th. School initially wasn't going to start until August 7th. That was when orientation was supposed to start. They ended up pushing it back a week, and they did that more recently. But that was just going to give me a few weeks to adjust to everything, not work, and decompress. I had saved money just so I can just go on a relaxation tour and self-care and just really get myself prepared for law school. And that included movers. So 2 months prior, I signed a contract with these scamming movers. I'm not going to name them right now because I'm still hoping to get my things, but I will put them on blast once all of this is resolved. Hopefully this will get resolved relatively soon, but it's left me in such a bad place. So basically with this moving company, I had contracted them 2 months prior, and they were going to come on July 10th. They were actually supposed to come between the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And of course, they didn't show up till the 10th. And they were supposed to be there anywhere between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And of course, they didn't get there until after 7 o'clock, which, you know, okay, whatever. Like, that's not a big deal. Just a few hours later on the last day. Not ideal, but I'm rolling with the punches. By that time, for some reason, I'm not eating and I'm not sleeping well. But I'm thinking it's my anxiety with this cross-country move of moving all my items from, you know, like, what is that? Over 1,000 miles. I am also sleeping on my couch because I had all my things packed up, my mattress, all of that was ready to load because they were contracted to bring everything down except for my car. And then all I had to do was drive with one of my best friends from Columbus to Houston. So of course, when they get there, they're like, actually, if you want us to bring all of your things, we're going to need an additional $6,000, which is totaling $9,000 because I was contracted with them to bring $2,900. So of course, I'm like, absolutely not. I had already paid them about $1,500 for a deposit at that point 2 months ago when I made the contract. And then I was just they basically gave me some BS excuse and saying like some things are not stackable. So for example, my couch set, they were saying, if you want us to bring your couch set, that's the only thing that we're going to bring because your couches aren't stackable. So basically, they're saying they're not willing to put things on top of my couches or like turn the couches sideways or long ways to maximize the space because they consider it not stackable. Despite my couch set, all my furniture, my boxes, everything being in the inventory checklist when I initially got my estimate with them. So of course, it's like, you know, late, I'm going back and forth with them. Like, no, you need to bring all this stuff. I'm not paying you $6,000. We were going back and forth. I'm calling customer service. It just basically, at some point, it starts getting dark. So I just was like, just bring whatever you can, like whatever I'm already contracted to bring. I'm not paying you any more money. 2 months ago, when they were selling me this idea, they told me it could be there within a week. So they asked me my preference day. So they came on the 10th. I told them, all right, make it the 15th then. Oh my God, I'm getting so frustrated. I'm so sorry. So they said, fine. But when they came on the 10th and they were acting sketch, I was like, just bring whatever you're willing to put on there to maximize whatever space. So basically they said they're just going to bring my boxes. And then they were like, okay, we'll add your mattresses. Okay, we'll add your dresser. So I forgot to mention when they came on site and they were acting sketch, I told them to change my original drop off to Houston date from the 15th to the 11th. And they agreed to do that. My boxes include all of my clothes. They include all of my pots and pans, except for one iron skillet that I have, thank God. All my bowls. When they left, all I had was 2 pair of shorts, a pair of leggings, a few tops, just to last me that week. Then I'm faced with trying to get the rest of my items out of the house that I'm in. So they left my TV, they left my couch set, they left all big furniture, and I was just freaking out. At this point, I'm still working 10 to 12 hours a day. I'm still going in and out of town, and I can't sleep, can't eat. I'm just a mess. I'm now trying to figure out what to do with the rest of my stuff. And last minute. So I found a truck to rent. It was a budget truck. And I had to get one big enough to tow my car because now I not only have stuff, I have my car. I was unable to attach a hitch to the back of my car, which was something that I explored, but my car was not equipped to handle a hitch or handle a trailer that did not have its own braking system and it was just too much. Basically, it was just not an option. So ironically, the the truck that I ended up getting, I had to get the second largest size because the last two sizes were the only ones that will tow cars, and it would have fit everything in there had I not used this moving company. So I had to pay for the truck rental, and then I had to upgrade it with the dolly to get my car on there, and then I had to pay for gas to drive it from Columbus to Houston, and pay for a hotel to stay the night when I took a break. It's just all of these added expenses. And it wouldn't be so bad if I was in Houston working. I'm starting law school and we're not allowed to work. We're told not to work. Granted, there are some students that do work and they say their grades suffer. Basically, I'm going to post a schedule that they gave us of what life is going to look like. I looked at it for like a half a second because I want to say on Monday it started like at 7 a.m. and went all the way down to 11 p.m. every single day. What am I going to do with that? How am I going to work with that? And then another current student told me that we have to sign a contract saying that we're not working. And someone else had told me at a different school that if the bar finds out that you're working, or if you worked so many hours, they will let you finish law school, but you're not allowed to take the bar, which is like, what is the point? But I'm just like, I'm not trying to risk it. And I'm on a conditional scholarship. I have to maintain a certain GPA in order to have most of my tuition paid. So again, I wouldn't be tripping. Like, it would still be a terrible, bad situation if I was coming here and I had, my checks coming in every 2 weeks, what I'm used to, but I don't. And I can't Uber or DoorDash because my plates are still Ohio plates. I can't do anything to generate income substantially. So I just been tripping. I've been crying. I'm on an emotional roller coaster. Every time somebody asks me, "Oh, are you okay?" or "How's life? How's everything going? How's the move?" I have gotten to the point where I might even just start crying. Like, it sucks. It's like, I think the biggest struggle for me is like, I try to do everything right. Oh, told myself I'll never cry on YouTube. Hold on. I tried to do everything right. I promised. I picked up hours. I reduced my spending and was saving. I actually saved all my gift cards for the past 2 years because I knew I would be starting law school, which I still have, thank God. I paid off my car. I didn't have any credit card debt before this whole process, just to find myself surviving off of my credit card. Oh my gosh. Just to find myself surviving off of a credit card because this moving company has all my things, won't tell me when they're coming, and I have orientation in just a couple of days with no orientation clothes. So basically, we have those things going on. I tried applying for food stamps. I was told to apply a week before my lease started. I did that. All for food stamps to deny me because I put in there my car. I have a 2015 Corolla, and I put the value at $6,000, just guesstimating. And because I have an asset more than $5,000, they denied me for food stamps. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Sell my wheel for a burger? Like, I don't get it. My license plate for some lettuce? Like, are you serious? Like, I don't. So there's that denial. My school doesn't have medical insurance. I got denied medical benefits. What else? it's just been denial after denial, full stop. Every time I try to plan and execute something and, be smart, it's just met with so much resistance. So that's just where I am. Thankfully, I went ahead and paid July and August's rent before all of this catastrophe was happening. And I'm gonna do another video on how these apartments are criminal. Like, how's my rent one thing, but then when you add all these fees, it's something completely, like, what? The math's not mathing. Scams. Everyone's scamming. Scams. Like, what? But anyways, so I'm good with rent. I don't have a full grasp or even a full understanding of where I stand financially. I don't even know where I stand, honestly, anywhere. I know I done gained 8 pounds physically, even though I haven't been eating. I know I haven't been sleeping. Spiritually, like, I know as a Christian, we are not to, just because we're Christian, that doesn't mean we're going to be withstanding from trials and tribulations 100%. So my faith is not shaken, but my soul is a little crushed. Like, this is hard. Like, this is like too much. And then financially, I've just, again, been surviving off my credit card. I've been minimalizing everything. Shout out to my hot pink cups from the dollar store, because now I have something to drink out of. I did have to go back to Columbus after bringing all my stuff down. And it's a blessing in disguise. I had a bunch of things to be donated and I hadn't taken them out yet. But I literally went through each and every item to pull from those donations that I intended to give to other people. So now I have a little bit more than my 2 pair of shorts and a couple tank tops. I now have a metal spoon, 1 fork, 1 knife. And I wish I was joking. But I still don't have clothes for school. Like, I don't think I pulled anything appropriate. I got in late last night due to the storms. I was up. I left for the airport, I want to say at 4 a.m. yesterday. And because of the storms and cancellations, I had a layover, and then which turned into me flying to Austin and then catching a bus from Austin to Houston, and then getting a ride from that bus stop to the airport where my car was. So I didn't get home until close to midnight, or maybe even after midnight Central Time. So it's been a real life struggle. It's been a journey. We are in the valley. I think I've covered everything. I'm so confused because I've recorded this video so many times. I got denied for food stamps. These movers are scamming me. I'm going to go into more details later. My aunt and uncle passed away. My rent is covered. Law school starting on Monday. Oh, I'm sleeping on the couch. I don't have most things, but it'll all come together. Like, I 100% fully believe that, and nothing will change that. It will all eventually come together. I'm just gonna cry about it, and that's okay, because it is hard. I can't deny that it's not hard. So again, I'm inviting you to be on this journey with me. If you would like, if you can, like and subscribe. I actually might use YouTube as a source of income. I've been encouraged to, I was getting paid at one point with YouTube, but they changed their policies, and it kind of burned me out. But I've been encouraged to take social media to the next level so I can start generating income again, and that might be my source. So if you can give me like your thoughts and prayers and your time with YouTube, just like videos. I'm also an Amazon influencer, so I have my storefront that's linked. If you see anything that you like, all I have to do is send you a link, and I have access to coupons and all that type of stuff. I'll get commission from it. the type of Amazon influencer that I am is a little bit different than what you see on TikTok. I'll go into more details. Maybe I'll do like how can you help type video if that's what you guys are interested in. Follow me on my journey. This is just part 1 of me being in the valley, because it ain't over. I'll do some law school content, including me shopping. I got my booked planner. It's an academic planner. I'm super excited about that. Again, I'm going to be super transparent with everything, and thankfully, and I just want to say thank you all for all your messages, your encouraging words, your calls. I have not been able to return most of them because, again, I'm like crying every 2 seconds. But I am going to go through and listen to all of them. I really do appreciate it. It looks like some people are even advocating on my behalf. Words can't express, and I can't wait to get to a position where I'm able to do that, not only just for one person, but multiple people. So yeah, again, thank you. And again, pray for me. I'm gonna try and go to sleep. It's 10. I'm gonna edit this video, and it's 10 Central Time. I'm gonna try to get it posted tonight, just so you guys are updated, and I'll do my best to continue to update you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.